Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing our April TBR, our to be read for the month of April. This month we are both going to be attempting to read 5 books, which for me that's a lot. I am not very good at reading books. I am a slow reader generally. So we will see how that goes. But like I said, we're both going to be trying to read 5 books, 2 of which are going to be the same books. And then we will have a dedicated review for those 2. The first one is Martin the Warrior by Brian Jakes. It is a book in the Redwall series, which is one of my favorite fantasy series. It doesn't compare to Lord of the Rings, but I have long since learned that you don't compare fantasy worlds. It's just a bad idea. But yeah, Martin the Warrior is one of the Redwall books, and it's actually one of my favorite books. I've read it a couple of times, once or twice, maybe 3 times before already. But Kate hasn't read it, and I am trying to convince her to read all of Redwall.
Yeah. The main characters are creatures, and I don't typically like books like that, so I've kind of been hesitant to read Redwall.
But
I'll
they're
try
good,
it out.
and the stories are well worth the read. What's the other one?
Oh yes, the other book we'll be reading together is The Story Peddler by Lindsay Franklin. I actually saw this book on the book Instagram community several times in the past couple months, and the cover, which is just beautiful, really is what made me want to read it.
Got your attention.
It did. It's just very intriguing.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about it. I just like the cover. So
yeah, we're excited to try it out. Of the 5 books that I'm reading, we already talked about the 2 that we're both going to be reading, which will have dedicated reviews. And then along with that, I will be reading book 2 of the Giver Quartet, which is called Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry. These are by Lois Lowry, and if you haven't read the Giver Quartet, any of the Giver books, they are well worth it, and you absolutely should. They are a dystopian future. I have no idea how to pronounce that word, but
dystopian,
dystopian, I don't know.
It's said so many different ways.
Everybody says it differently.
Criticized for saying it.
So, anyways, it's a dystopian future, and the first one, The Giver, is one of my favorite books of all time.
Yeah.
And it's a very powerful story, and I'm excited to get to continue on with the series.
I've actually completed the series, and so I was pressuring him to get it read.
Yeah, and so I read The Giver before I started The Way of Kings, and that break from a low fantasy dystopian future and then going right into an epic fantasy, that was really good, and it helped me just continue to blow through it without needing a break. So I'm hoping to do that again as soon as I finish The Way of Kings. I'm gonna probably read Martin the Warrior first, and then try and get Gathering Blue done next. After that, I have Desert Gold, which is a historical fiction, a western. It's written by Zane Grey, and I actually don't know that much about it. I got it for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I just haven't got around to reading it yet, but I really need to, and I want to, so I am making myself this month. The last book that I will be reading this month, or attempting to, is Words of Radiance, book 2 of the Stormlight Archives. Like I said, I have read, or I should have by this time, finished The Way of Kings, and so I'll be excited. I'm excited to continue on with the series and get through it, because this is Brandon Sanderson's considered his best series, although so far I may be liking Mistborn better. Yeah.
Yeah, so the books I'm going to be reading this month, I actually don't have the first one. I'm reading it digitally, so I checked it out digitally from my local library, and it's The Book Thief. And I'm really excited to read this one. I've heard about it over the years, and I do like historical fiction, so I am looking forward to finishing that. I've already started it. The second book I'm going to be reading is Romanov by Nadine Brandes. I've heard several things about the author, really good things about the author, and particularly her two of her books, Romanov and Fox. So I decided to start with Romanov. I'm really excited to see what it's about. The last book I'm going to be reading this month is Dune by Frank Herbert. I actually haven't read sci-fi before, and some people say this might not be the best book to start with, but I was discussing book genres with a friend of mine, and he mentioned that he really likes Dune, so I thought I would try that one.
Yeah. Along those lines, if for some reason I finish all my other books and am able to find a copy either digitally or a physical copy, which are kind of difficult to obtain right now,
Yeah.
I will probably also try and read Dune, and if that is the case and I get it read, we will have a dedicated review for that one as well. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is the first TBR video that we've ever done, and I'm excited to continue on reading in this next month. If you enjoyed the video, please like and comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Good day. Have a good day.